Kristy McBain and I'm the Mayor of the Bega Valley Shire Council. I wanted to say a huge thank you to the community at Goulburn. Not only has your council, Goulburn Mulwaree, donated directly to the Mayoral Appeal Fund, you guys are holding a fundraiser Saturday the 31st, and we're so grateful that so many businesses have got together to fundraise for us down here in the Bega Valley, and more specifically our community in Tathra and the surrounds, who have been devastated by a bushfire that took place on the 18th of March.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Tathra for those that are not familiar?
Tathra sits on the Sapphire Coast. It's one of our major tourist destinations. Over summer we normally get about 20,000 people on the Sapphire Coast, and about 4,000 of those head directly to Tathra. Tathra is home to some of the best beaches, some of the best fishing spots, and some of the best natural coastline you're going to see anywhere. So if you haven't already been to Tathra, please come down, and if you have been before, please come back again. We want to see you. Tathra's main shopping precinct is perfectly fine. Our surf club, our pub, our bowling and country clubs are fine. So please come down and make sure that you come and see Tathra again.
Obviously the bushfire was a really traumatic event. How are the people of Tathra going? How are they coping now?
Yeah, look, people in Tathra, as with any small community, and I'm sure you see that up your way too, people are banding together and doing whatever they can to support each other. It's going to be a long road ahead of us to deal with not only the removal of debris but the rebuilding of homes. We know it's going to take some time. We know that people are going to go through varying stages of emotions while this takes place, but we really want to thank you for your support. We do have a lot of support services set up for people already in Tathra, and the Surf Life Saving Club, Tathra Lions are all getting around our community, making sure that nobody's alone, and whatever we can do to support them into the future we'll continue to do.
What are the real big needs for them at the minute?
Yeah, at the moment we're having all of those people that have been directly impacted by the fire register at the Recovery Centre in Bega, which is fabulous. We've had a number of families coming in to register. We don't have a full picture of everybody that's been impacted yet, so we need to get some more understanding of what the demographics are of those people that have been directly impacted, what are their immediate needs, and what are their needs into the long-term future. So at this point in time, it's hard to assess exactly what types of goods and services they may need. So the best way to support people in Tathra at the moment is through the Mayoral Appeal Fund, and you can make a donation to that through your barbecue on Saturday or through the ANZ Bank and the Mayoral Appeal Fund.
Is there any one real story that stood out to you? Family story?
There's a number of stories around the fire in Tathra, and everybody will have their own different story and their own view of how it has impacted them and will continue to impact them. There have been obviously some heart-wrenching stories, but then there's been stories of just complete amazement. There is a house that has burnt in Tathra. The only thing left standing in this house is a table and chairs and a fish tank where the fish were still happily swimming around, and the RFS had to visit that house for 2 days straight to feed the fish while their owners were in the evacuation centre in Bega. We've had a number of RFS, New South Wales Fire and Rescue, and also just local people in Tathra defending houses, their neighbours, their friends, their families' houses, and without their complete unwavering support and action, we probably would be in a much worse position than we are now. So there are a number of different stories, but what you can be assured of is that people in Tathra are bred tough, and we'll stick it out to the end to make sure everybody rebuilds and gets on.
Yeah, the announcement from the Premier, the $10 million, was obviously would have provided a real boost for everyone. What is that being used for?
The $10 million, it was a really timely announcement. It was made sort of 7 days after the fire. The $10 million will go to assist with people's clean-up of their individual sites. So it will be removal of debris, removal of concrete slabs, getting it back to basically a clean site so that they can lodge a DA and rebuild as soon as possible. That funds will go to one contractor, which will be Public Works Advisory, and they will contract that out so that the clean-up in Tathra of all those house sites should be done within 3 to 4 months. That's what we need. We need to remove the heartache and the scars from people and try and get clean sites so people can get on with things as soon as possible.
You mentioned the Mayor's Fund. Is that the best way people can help? Yeah.
Yeah, at this point in time, the Mayor's Fund is the best way you can help. The Mayor's Fund will 100% go to directly impacted victims and survivors of that fire, which means there are no admin fees that come out of it. It will be a panel consisting of myself and other individuals who will make some decisions on what people's needs are into the future and how we can best support them and use those funds to make sure that they get back up on their feet as quick as possible.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.